Our world is filled with strange gadgets that no one asked for, but how many of them are actually useful? Well, I bought 100 of the weirdest kitchen gadgets online, and I'd be willing to bet like half of these things were invented by the slap chop guy after mainlining a bucket of Monster.
You're gonna love my nuts.
But I want to find the king of all kitchen gadgets. And my personal Amazon spy must think I'm a lunatic right now.
Why?
Because I just dropped over $2,000 on these things, and I've given myself a challenge. To find the weirdest kitchen gadgets and figure out if they're genius or just completely pointless. I don't hate it. Spoiler alert, they're probably pointless. But here's the thing, there's actually a reason I'm doing this. I'll explain that in a minute. But first, let's get to the first kitchen gadget. The Cheeto Duster, a device to turn snacks into seasoning. Now the rules are simple. I'll be testing them on 3 things: helpfulness, how enjoyable they are, and whether or not it's a good gift. Each gadget gets 1 chance to impress me, and if it fails, it's out. Also, if it fails, its main task gets out. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, in regards to this Cheeto Duster, the reviews were mixed. Ricardo claims he love it, but M-Easy says her kids sprinkled dust around the house. I don't know how we can be blaming the Cheeto Duster for that, but whatever. But the Cheeto Duster was fun, until I realized, the hell, it's stuck. It's not catching on the blade. It's kind of a lot of work for something I mostly had to do by myself. After using this for just a minute, I can already tell my place is gonna look like a Chester Cheetah crime scene. Also, I think they probably just slapped some Cheeto stickers on a drop-shipped Temu blender and charged 20 bucks for it. So, maybe you're wondering why I'm doing this. Well, you see, I'm testing them to find the best gift because my mom's birthday's coming up, and my mom loves kitchen gadgets. Growing up, her pantry was like a treasure chest of magic tools. And this year, I want to get her something she's never seen before. That's right, I want to get her something cool she never even knew she wanted because many years ago, she got me something cool I never even knew I wanted. Life. But I can't risk getting her something lame. She didn't mean that. She didn't mean that. She's just joking. That's how mom jokes. At the end of this, I'll pick the best gadget to send and see if I can impress my mom. And the lowest ranked gadget's getting the Raisin Award. This award's only given out to things that no one likes. And this Cheetos Duster is currently the front runner for the Raisin Award. But next, let's go with Snacktive's chopsticks. A lot of 5-star reviews on here, but also plenty of disappointment. I guess they kind of work. Let's get those Cheetos back out. But I don't know. Not that impressive. Still, better than the Cheeto Duster. Next, a smart scale. This thing looks nice. This is one of the most popular kitchen items on Amazon, and it's the #1 ranked food scale too. This thing's cool. Download an app, scan the barcode. This Chick-fil-A sauce had 0% vitamin A, C, and D, which I guess I assumed, but still, now I have the proof. This is better than the chopsticks for sure. But maybe these soda can pumps can beat it. Works well if it works. I can't argue with that logic. Chikari, tomorrow's ideas. Okay, cool. Let's hope tomorrow's ideas are worth the $16.99 I had to spend on it today. Wait, that's actually working. I can feel the pressure. All right, well, I put it off to the side and checked back at the end of the day. That doesn't look good. Okay, so given how much this thing was leaking, this is probably gonna be a miss. I think next time, I'll probably have to check. It scared the hell out of me. It works. Not exactly life-changing, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Next, the Frozen Magic Slushie. This has 4.3 stars on Amazon, and one of the Pulitzer Prize-winning authors wrote, "Frozen treat, yum." I don't know, how bad could it be? I mean, who doesn't like a slushie, right? Something feels a little strange about this design, though. Popped it in the freezer, and after about 3 hours, I started pumping this thing for what seemed like forever. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes passed. This thing doesn't work. All right, I quit. I mean, that's still just liquid. Couldn't get it to work. There are people online that have gotten it to work, but I'm not one of them. So for me, the Frozen Magic Slushie is about as magical as waiting in a line for the bathroom at a concert. Because sure, who knows what might happen, but more often than not, it's probably not the present you wanted. Alright, it didn't work, and now I'm stuck with warm Baja Blast. Next, the coverless cup, or as it's listed on Amazon, a person who loves life Mojang cup without lid straw. Again, with these weird cups. It claims to spill-proof your drinks. Challenge accepted. It's holding. Okay, yes, it is a working cup that would probably make for a pretty unique gift. But can I really give this to my mom? Next, it's time for a game. Everybody loves Shark Tank, so I thought it'd be fun to do a little Shark Tank showdown right now to answer a question as old as time. Which Shark Tank product's better? First up, we got the Sauce Moto. For those of you that don't know, this is a sauce holder you can clip into your AC vents in your car. The Shark Tank presentation was great back in the day.
That's right. Sauce Moto has your nuggets covered.
And it's #3 on the Chip and Dip Sets collection on Amazon, so I took it for a test run out in the open road. Pulled up to the Mickey D's for some nuggets, but it was weird. No one was there to take my order.
His name is John C.
Can't wait to see how the Sauce Moto works, but I was hungry. And maybe a little too excited for the nuggets. But I'm more excited about the fact that I hid an extra Chick-fil-A sauce in the car. I've reached Nirvana. Okay, so the sauce holder worked pretty well. Points deducted though because it was really loose in some spots on the air vent. Now, I don't know if that's Sauce Moto's fault or Mitsubishi's, but they might want to get on the same page here. Overall, that was a pretty strong showing for the Sauce Moto. But how will it compare to the Banana Loca?
Banana Loca.
Which I'm kind of excited to try. The sharks do seem to love it, and Snowflake 1951 said it was delicious, which makes me wonder if they actually ate their machine with the banana in it. Just the Jones said it was fun and useful. Feels like the most non-human thing you could possibly write for a review. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm trying to figure out how they got 50 plus people to try this thing in the past month because it feels a little unnecessary. You have to pull the core out of the banana, then put your filling in a tube to squirt back in. Then you have to clean it. Feels like too many steps just to turn my banana into a gusher. Why don't you just dip the banana in the Nutella?
This works just as well.
I'm really confused. There's like 7 different parts to it. I really wanted to like this thing as much as the sharks did, but I gotta give the Shark Tank Showdown to Sauce Moto. Probably not really the best gift for my mom though. The woman's been eating her nuggets bone dry for years. On the plus side, now we got a new front runner for the Raisin Award. Next up, the bento heater. This thing's way more expensive than anything else on the list. It keeps your food up to 160 degrees. Okay, so it's a lunchbox that doubles as a portable skillet. I guess I just wait. No one told me how much waiting around I'd be doing today. In the words of the early 2000s reality TV legend Paris Hilton, that's hot. Battery-powered skillet sounds like a cool idea, but also feels like a backpack fire just begging to happen. Next up we got gloves. It says it's the #1 bestseller in cut-resistant gloves, and I don't know how deep that competition pool is, but it must be great to be #1. Do not cut the gloves solely for testing. Okay, well I'm definitely not sticking my hand in that before testing it out. So I created what I thought was a pretty good comp for a normal human hand.
The design is very human.
For all of you watching at home, this is acting. It worked. These gloves kind of made me feel invincible.
Fine.
And here's something to pair it with. Some onion goggles. Yeah, they don't work, wrote they don't work. And Poopmaster says you shouldn't buy them. And with a name like Poopmaster, you know you can trust them. So let's see. They kind of work. But I guess the only real way to know is if I take the goggles off and see if it burns my eyes. Next, we got this lemon sprayer. I don't know what I was expecting here. Can someone tell me what this thing's used for? I'm sure this is important to someone, but not much of a gift. I'm gonna keep moving on.
It worked.
Here we go, the egg rolling, a gadget that makes eggs in a tube. Now there are multiple pages of 1-star reviews on Amazon, but it's number 52 in egg cookers, so how bad could it be? The stakes are high for this one. It has everything I'm looking for. Also, I just want to emphasize this thing is $35. This is either genius or the most unnecessary thing I've ever seen. Give it a spray, crack a couple eggs. After about 5 minutes,
Was that supposed to happen?
I've always heard in culinary school they teach the students 50 ways to cook an egg. Well, this is the 51st way, and it's an abomination to mankind.
That's a bad egg.
That egg was pretty bad. But before I go any further, this gadget made me laugh, and honestly, that's worth something. So to honor it, I'd like to give it a very special award because it probably hasn't received too many awards in its lifetime. It's the proud new recipient of the Raisin Award. That's right, this thing is by far the worst thing on the list up at this point. But there's one final item that might steal it back from the egg rolling. Because this next item is one Amazon felt they needed to warn me about. They listed it as a frequently returned item, and the customer reviews weren't exactly glowing. But now that it smells like chopped onion and hard-cooked farty eggs, it's time to peel some apples with this apple peel. There's something oddly satisfying about seeing an apple peel itself perfectly. Actually, that's super cool, and if I'm being honest, this one has more sentimental value to me than the others. She used to make me an apple pie every time I'd come home from college, and, well, after moving to New York, I haven't really gotten to see her as much as I'd like to lately. Yes, it's pretty niche and not really for everyone, but it'd be great for my mom. And I'm gonna crown it the king of the kitchen gadgets. Testing these gadgets made me feel nostalgic for simpler times in my mom's kitchen.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
How are you?
You get the gift I sent you.
That's so sweet of you. What a baby.
I think she was excited. I don't think she knew what it was at first, but all that'll get sorted out next time I visit. I think she liked it, and YouTube thinks you'll like this one. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want to. See you next time.